Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion, and he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more fit.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second and long here. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Long way to go on second down. Rides to the back. Breaks the tackle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, pressure's coming. Firing to the right, complete. Hits the crease. The 30. Running inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide left, it's White. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Suit here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got it in the middle. It's Lopez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
Makes the grab in their space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff for Brown. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. On play action. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw. Look out! Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that is exactly what you want on 3rd down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Go, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Looking for a gap. It's White. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30. Ready, go.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's White. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll go to the air. Right side, it's White. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells to run, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Cardinals in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throwing on the run. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. It's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Air Force taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Falcons with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not...
He's got it down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Simmons. Here comes the heat. Finds a tight end. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Using his legs, it's White. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Out wide right, it's Croma. Caught, and he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
One more time, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a move to get room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Simmons on the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Nelson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
A give to Brown. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Rolls right. Blasted as he lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Simmons. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's White. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Throws to the tight end. This time he's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Left side is White. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Caught. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Austin Simmons firing again. Pulls it in.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Cardinals! Put 6 on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll try the right side. Stopped right there.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football. trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds his target. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Noles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense...
Gonna take a shot. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Still on his feet at the 35. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the... all the way. Touchdown, Louisville.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over. Smart offense. I love